Hey Capricorn, welcome to your weekly forecast for May 17th through the 23rd. This is going to be for Capricorn Sun, Moon, and Rising. We do have a supermoon eclipse coming up next week on the 26th, but we may already be feeling those energies coming in this week. So we're going to see what is coming up for Capricorn in general for the coming weeks as we continue to go through this time of awakening, this time of powerful shifting that's happening as we're going through a spiritual evolution, okay, as a whole. But we're going to see what's coming up around you guys for your energy and what we can expect. Alrighty, so your first card here is King of Pentacles. This is Earth sign energy, okay? So very much in your element here. Earth signs are going to be Capricorns, Virgos, and Taurus. Now, I know traditionally in tarot, the court cards are seen as other people coming into a situation or other people influencing a situation. And there is truth to that. But those of you who watch my readings, you know that I try to focus on you. I want the weekly readings to be about you guys. Less about other people, more about you. So this could be you really kind of stepping here into the earth energy, right? We did have the new moon in Taurus. We are going to be shifting into Gemini season here very soon. But a lot of you are really in that earth element, right? So kind of this Taurus energy we've been under. Maybe you guys have been vibing with it or feeling it. But overall, King of Pentacles is going to be this energy of success, this energy of abundance, this energy of like the Midas touch, okay? And so a lot of you are coming into projects or things that you're working on that are going to have a positive return for you. King of Pentacles can also indicate, and this is just something in my personal journey, okay? There's something you need to know about tarot readers. There's going to be certain cards that have a special meaning for that reader that is like a little extra on top of the traditional meaning. And King of Pentacles is one of those cards for me. Because, and I won't get too much into the background story of it, but King of Pentacles in my readings over the years has come to mean that there may be an offer coming your way. Okay, an offer or an opportunity. There's a door that's going to be opening for you, and it's going to feel really overwhelming. Like, wow, this is great. This is wonderful, but this is really a big deal. And I don't know if, like, the person that's offering me this job realizes or understands that they're offering it to me of all people. Right? I don't think I'm ready for it, or I don't think I can handle it, or I don't think I'm going to do a good job, or an opportunity to opens up in terms of being able to move, right? Being able to move or purchase something, and you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm ready for it. But if you weren't ready for it, it wouldn't be here now. That's what the King of Pentacles tells me. There's an opportunity coming in. And if you weren't ready for it, it wouldn't be here now. It might require some hustle and bustle, right? It might require kind of going into, like making things happen, or like a sense of drive or ambition. But if you weren't ready for it, it wouldn't be here now. King of Pentacles also has to do with like investing. So some of you are getting smarter about your money and what you're doing with your money. And a lot of you are learning how to make your money go farther. Okay? So it can feel like you have a raise, right? But really you're just doing more with what you have. It could be improving your relationship with money as well. Your next card here, my darlings. Speaking of money, holy moly, is the Six of Pentacles. All right, so keep in mind, okay, the pentacles are a symbol of energy, and money is a physical measure of energy. Okay, It's like, if you go to work and you work for 40 hours that week, the paycheck that you get represents 40 hours of your time. Okay? It's a way that we're measuring energy. So for some of you, this could be more energetic than financial, in terms of like getting back what you're putting into situations, or attracting people or situations that are equally as invested. But traditionally speaking, Six of Pentacles can be a windfall of money. It could be, like money coming in unexpectedly. It could be receiving generosity from others. But in general, the Six of Pentacles is the ideal financial situation, right? It's getting out of debt. It's having money put aside for the future. Money continues to come in, and you continue to put aside for the future, but you also have enough to spend and to enjoy life. You also have enough to be able to help others when you feel moved to do so. There could be something here where some of you are simplifying your life and feeling, I'm hearing, this is not an expression that I use. So when expressions like this come up, I feel like I'm tapping into somebody else's energy, because I've never in conversation ever used this this expression, but I'm hearing living high on the hog. Okay, living high on the hog. So some of you are going to be feeling like that kind of element or that kind of energy. Like you're living in this ultimate abundance. You have everything that you could ever want. You're satisfied. You're enjoying the quality of your life, the quality of the things that you have. And so maybe some of you are finding ways of cutting expenses to where now you're able to put money into the things that really matter to you, the things that are really important to you. And as a result, you're feeling very wealthy, right? You're like, whoa, I have more than enough. I'm doing good. I'm blessed, right? A lot of you are coming into that energy. Six of Pentacles could be, like I said, though, acquiring wealth. Okay, acquiring wealth. Investments that are paying off. Some of you are in a situation right now where you're receiving support and help, and you're kind of frustrated because like you're in a hurry to like get out and do your own thing. And I feel you're right on the cusp. You're very close to that, of coming into this energy of flow. Your next card here, my darlings, is the Star. This could be Aquarius energy. Okay, if you have like an Aquarius placement, that could be something really kind of coming to the surface for some of you. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, but like I said, I want to focus on you. And the major arcana cards in general for me in my readings come up when we're at a really significant shift. We're coming into a new chapter in our life. We're coming up, to this crossroads where there's going to be a big change. And like I said, it's like a new chapter. It's a new kind of cycle or phase that we're coming into. Anytime that we're at these kinds of shifts, our angels and guides are around us. They're helping us with the transition. And the Star card, one more thing before I go into the Star card, I'm sorry, let me just reverse here for a second. Back up. The major arcana cards, this is energy that's going to be around for a while. In case I didn't make that clear when I talked about coming into a new chapter, we're not talking about just this week and next week. Okay, we're talking several months, maybe a year, maybe longer. So when the major arcana cards come up, they're going to be around us for a while. And as far as energy that's going to be around for a while, I cannot think of very few that are going to be as good or better than the Star card, because the Star card is very much hopeful, positive, healing, creative, spotlight kind of energy here. If you know anything about the order of the tarot and the major arcana tells the story of the human experience. It's the journey of the fool traveling through life, right? So the zero major arcana is the fool, right? The very beginning, taking that leap of faith, journeying. And so each major arcana is a phase or stage of life. When you get to card number 15, that's the devil. When we get stuck, we feel trapped, we're afraid to take action. Then card number 16 is the Tower, when there's just total destruction. There's like a divine intervention. Spirit comes in to free us from the devil by removing it from our life. because we're too afraid to walk away from it. Card number 17, the one that follows the Tower, is the Star. And so what the Star card tells us is the Tower is over. The Tower is behind us, and we can expect for things to get better now. We can make long-term plans, plans that are going to go well, that are going to benefit us. The Star card can be the wounded healer, right? You went through all of your pain, you went through all of your suffering, you healed, and now you're coming into this healing energy where you're healing and inspiring others through your example, just simply by living your life, right? It might not be where you're laying hands on somebody doing Reiki or energy healing or doing tarot readings for people, but just through your life, your presence, the work that you are putting out there. You are helping and healing and guiding others, inspiring others. Star card comes in with like comfortable retirement energy, stability, beauty, appreciation, being seen, being noticed. Okay, so really positive energy. I'm getting this. Wow, ooh, I just got chills. So, Spirit showed me. And it was shown to me as like this beautiful woman, but even if you're a man, or if you feel more masculine, this still applies to you. It was shown to me as a woman. Okay, so Spirit showed me like this person. You couldn't even tell, who or what they were. Kind of like, in a fetal position on the floor, like covered in like this blanket, okay, or like this robe, and then they slowly stood up and they let the robe drop, and they were just like glittering, like shiny, like just covered in stardust, like just glowing, beautiful, like light coming down. So I feel there's like this element of standing up and revealing yourself. Like, I'm here. I've arrived. This is who I am. I'm ready to be seen. I'm ready to be appreciated, right? And all this beauty is just radiating out of you. It was a very powerful image. I wish I could put that into like physical form and show people what I saw, but it was very beautiful. And so that's the energy I'm feeling around you guys, Capricorn. Your next card here is the Eight of Cups. Not surprising at all. Eight of Cups is the spiritual journey where we're looking for fulfillment. We're wanting to feel fulfilled, and oftentimes we might feel as though something is missing from our life. Eight of Cups tends to come up for me in my readings when, okay, this is somebody who can be a little ambitious. The kind of person that you set really high goals for yourself. Sometimes even an overachiever. Okay, and or you're very critical of yourself, and you're telling yourself that, once I accomplish this thing, I'm going to be happy. Once I accomplish that thing, I'm going to be happy. And you will hit those marks. You will make those accomplishments. And each time you do, you're happy for what you accomplished. You're glad that you did it, but the happiness is short-lived. It's not long before you start feeling like, well, that's all great, that's all fine and dandy. I'm glad that I was able to, accomplish that, but it didn't bring me the fulfillment I thought it was going to bring me. It didn't bring me the happiness I thought it was going to bring me. So I must have focused on the wrong thing. I must have chosen the wrong job. I must have gotten the wrong degree. I must not be with my soulmate. Or I'll be happier once we're married, or I'll be happier once we have babies, or I'll be happier once I go back to school and get a higher degree. It's always like happiness is always in the future. Happiness is always like the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And so the Eight of Cups comes up to say that you're never gonna like you're chasing a dragon you're never gonna catch, because you're chasing the wrong thing. The thing that's missing is the spiritual connection. Once you make that spiritual connection, you're gonna feel content. You're going to feel full, and you're going to be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Capricorn, a lot of you are going to be breaking out of this cycle where you've been jumping through hoops, trying to prove yourself, trying to get to like a certain kind of level, and not feeling fulfilled, always feeling like you're not quite up to par, always feeling like you just didn't quite, hit the mark. You're breaking out of feeling that way by having your spiritual connection. Okay, making your spiritual connection. And I feel for a lot of you, this is going to come through just simply being in nature. Okay, it's like it's reactivating you. Those of you who know my story about how I was in the dark night of the soul and I grew up really religious, I learned to read from a children's Bible, okay? And religion was instilled in me from a very young age. Things happened in my life and I lost faith and I was like borderline agnostic. I was like, maybe there is no God. Maybe, like I didn't know what to believe. I couldn't pray. Like for the first time in my life, prayer did nothing for me. I felt so disconnected and so depressed. The only thing that made me feel better or was comforting for me was I was going swimming a few times a week at the YMCA in a public pool, right? So it was nothing glamorous. It was nothing luxurious, right? It was a public pool. I was, other people there, but um I found God in that water, right? It wasn't the first time, right? It wasn't like in the Bible, Jesus went and got baptized and the heavens opened up and a dove flew overhead. It was nothing spectacular and magical. I didn't see lightning and thunder. I didn't hear angels singing, but it reactivated me. It helped me find my center and it helped me find that connection with God inside of myself, right? We look so much outside of ourselves, but it's inside. And so I feel, Capricorn, that a lot of you are going to make that connection simply by being in nature. Okay. And I know maybe some of you might live in the city or you're not in a situation where you have the ability like to go out into the woods. Okay, I get that. I understand that. But simply by getting fresh air, simply by connecting with natural elements, maybe just kind of like when you're taking a shower or taking a bath or bathing yourself, focus on the feeling of the water, bringing plants into your home, going and standing near a tree. I know ideally we would all love to run away to like this forest sanctuary, but we might not have the ability or the access to that. So connecting with nature in any way that you can, you know, uh, picking up rocks, washing them off, taking them home, having like your little, rock garden or something, like little mini like rock station or something. Plants, like I said, maybe bringing plants into your home. Going on a work break, standing outside. I'm going to stand next to this tree for a little bit. Anything that you can do to bring that element of nature, I think is going to help a lot of you guys to ground yourself and to awaken and to activate that connection. Be sure to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks those are going to resonate with you more than others. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you want to go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. Love videos for May are up. Those are linked in the description. Also, my darlings, my dears, podcast I'm going to be trying to get up this weekend. I'm hopefully not going to be traveling again for a while. Knock on wood. And I can go back to consistency with posting. I am working towards getting a time scheduled and put down to where I can go live on the podcast and I can hopefully take callers, like take questions, maybe do little mini readings. So I have things I'm planning on, I'm working towards. I thank you all so very much for your patience, watching, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and I'm wishing you all the very best. Take care.